welcome to Volleyball Central, the arena here in San Juan for the main game of your Sunday doubleheader. After UST beating UP earlier today, it is the turn of the Ateneo de Manila University Lady Eagles going up against the National University Lady Bulldogs. It is live, it is exclusive here on Studio 23, courtesy of ABS-CBN Sports. Boom Gonzalez together with Anne Remulla greeting you. Good afternoon from the arena in San Juan. Hello, Anne. Another crucial game for both Ateneo and NU. NU, of course, coming off 2 straight losses, while Ateneo, even if it is coming off 1 loss, it was against the defending champions.
That's right. Actually, both teams coming off losses from the same school, which is La Salle. So I guess today is, a different day for both these teams because what they want is to get back and, get back on the winning track. All
right, let's take a look at our team standings to have a better idea of where Gretchen Ho and the rest of the Ateneo de Manila University Lady Eagles are compared to the National University Lady Bulldogs.
Well, currently, Ateneo de Manila is at advantage with 2 wins and 1 loss at this point. And while National University naman is at the reverse, which is 1 win and 2 losses. So, ngayon, the win today is very important for Ateneo because what they want is to tie it with Adamson, who's currently ranked number 2. Meanwhile, ito namang for National University, what they want is to tie it with University of Santo Tomas and FEU, both with 2 wins and 2 losses.
All right, just to make it clear, the 2 losses of Kai Nepomuceno and the rest of the Lady Bulldogs coming off La Salle and that heartbreaker against the UE Lady Warriors in 5 sets. We'll talk more about that later. But first, Phil Cainglet and the rest of the Lady Eagles coming off their own loss against their collegiate rival De La Salle University. They took the first set, if I'm not mistaken, in that match, Anne, but La Salle was focused. After that, they came back, they were composed, they were calm, and they totally outclassed Ateneo the rest of the way.
That's right. Boom, in that game, we saw how Ateneo actually challenged La Salle in the first set. Like what you mentioned, nanalo sila ng first set, but La Salle got back on their feet, set 2, 3, and 4 with a very convincing win.
All right, you look at the numbers there. Yun ang nakikita natin. Ang ganda ng panalo natin yung first set. But again, La Salle coming back strong, making a statement here in the 74th season of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of the UAAP, and their offense was clicking in sets number 2 to sets number 4. Anne.
That's very clear as well in the numbers. 50 attack points for La Salle as compared to only 39 for the Lady Eagles. But, one thing that I think La Salle also took advantage of in that game was their blocking. In terms of height, they definitely have, that advantage over Ateneo. And as you can see in the score, namamang din sila doon.
And they totally checked, some of the main scorers of Ateneo, like Eliza Valdez, was controlled in that match. Obviously, pinantayan talaga ni Coach Ramillan. Ang sama din ng first ball ng Ateneo nung laban na yun. Jem Ferrer could not set up others like Phil Cainglet. At medyo absent din doon si Zian Basho. I remember Mosi Ravena talking about Z and in the first match of Ateneo this season, she said that Z seems to be more comfortable playing a role than being an actual go-to person for Ateneo.
That's right. Z, as we know, is a very consistent player, but you're right. I think in terms of who stepped up in the team, who's playing a role, it's Eliza Valdez and Phil Cainglet. But nonetheless, Z Herpacio is playing her role. She's very consistent whenever they need someone to attack. She's always there, as you can see her statistics. 10 points per game, 2.7 blocks per game for Z Herpacio.
At gusto pa nilang asahan yan because they want a little variety. If you're Ateneo, you want to be able to go to Eliza, you want to be able to go to Phil, and to Gretchen Ho, and to Z Herpacio. Enable for them to be able to compete with the likes of La Salle, no?
That's right. We always say you cannot just have one attacker who's working for the team. It has to be everyone, every rotation. You have to have an attacker all the time.
All right, Z Herpacio sat down with our very own Jazz Reyes. Let's listen to that interview.
I am now here with Z Herpacio of the Lady Eagles. So Z, how do you feel about your performance from the last year's season to this year's season?
This year, I'm more confident than the last year since statistically, I can contribute more than what I've contributed last year.
So now that we know that, what can we expect from you or the team for today's game naman?
Today's game, siguro babawi kami from our previous game, which is against LaSalle. And napag-usapan na namin and we had good training for the past week for this game.
Thank you. And that was Zee Hervasio of the Lady Eagles.
Thank you very much, Jazz. Well, Zee Hervasio, the leading scorer for Ateneo last year, I would also believe the dip in her numbers is also because of, well, other than the addition of Alyssa Valdez and the maturity of Philka Inglet in the off-season at saka yung mga unang laro dito, nakita natin, umiba rin yung laro ni Phil, ano?
That's right. But you know, it's always a good sign if you know that if you average out the scores of the people in the team,
correct.
Walang lumalamang na isa because it means that everybody is really working in each game that they play.
All right, Anne mentioned the fact that these two teams both lost to LaSalle in their last outing. National University definitely was demoralized still, and from that match against UE. And kitang-kita nila dun sa laban sa LaSalle, medyo hirap na hirap sila. Parang iniinda pa nila yung pagkatalo nila sa UE Red Warriors.
That's right. And you know, NU was up against a team like LaSalle, the defending champions. LaSalle was very composed. So I think one of the things that you know, NU needed at that point was not to be as pressured. I mean, they're up against a strong team, as you can see in scores. It was a straight set win for LaSalle here. Set number 1 was a good set for NU. It was the best that they've had in that game with the 21 points. But towards the end, parang talagang napigil sila ng LaSalle, and they were really pressured. They were I think frozen inside the court. They couldn't really move as fluid as they should be.
And remember, they're coming off a 5-set loss against UE before that match. And in that 5th set, they were down 11-0 and eventually losing 15-5. As you see, the numbers here totally overwhelming for De La Salle.
That's right. Well, I guess the numbers speak for itself. 40 attack points as compared to 14 of the Lady Bulldogs. That's roughly, I think, 30-35% of the attacks of LaSalle only. And ito yung sinasabi natin, one of the advantages of LaSalle is blocking. And LaSalle definitely scored a lot from that. And the attackers of NU wasn't able to penetrate the strong blocking of LaSalle.
One of the things that I really admire from that LaSalle team is when they focus on one particular player, they kind of know how to shut down certain players like Alyssa Valdez in their last matchup against Ateneo. Also, Kai Nepomuceno was shut down in that match the last time out. Kai Nepomuceno on your screens. Obviously, a lot of people would say, and where Kai goes, that's where NU goes.
That's right. And I guess what's good about Kai is that we've seen her play over the years, and you know, we saw the very big improvement from yung build ng katawan, from the way she plays, on how smart and how flexible she now is as an attacker. As we take a look at her very impressive numbers, 22 points per game. Wow, that's very impressive. But yun nga in that game against LaSalle, tulad ng sinabi natin, she was held back by LaSalle. She only scored 4 points.
And 4 spikes only. So definitely the attention was on Kai Nepomuceno. Attention will still be on her because we are going to watch her right now as she was interviewed by our very own Stephanie C.
Having lost the previous game, anong balak mong gawin para siguraduhin manalo kayo sa laban ngayon?
Sa akin, siyempre, ibigay ko yung best ko. Parang every game naman kailangan talaga yung best mo. Para din na, parang ako yung magsimula, para ma-encourage ko yung mga teammate ko na gumawa ng trabaho nila.
And now that you're going up against a tough contender, paano nyo naman sila pinaghandaan at sino-sino ang balak nyong bantayan?
Siyempre, first si Kainglet. And halos lahat din, kailangan siyempre, inaral din naman namin kung paano sila kumilos, kung sino ang dapat namin bantayan, kada isang tao.
Thank you very much. And that was Maricar Nepomuceno of the National U Lady Bulldogs. Boom and Ann?